Hi and welcome. My name is Sam and I'm going to be taking you through a 30-minute Vinyasa flow. In this class I would recommend having either 1 or 2 bricks handy. So bricks or blocks like the ones either side of my mat. And without further ado, we'll get started. So we'll come onto your backs, bring the soles of your feet together and knees hanging out either side of the mat. So if you know you're quite tight here, you can place the bricks under each knee and then bring your back onto the mat. And I'd invite you to shut your eyes here, bringing your left hand onto your belly, right hand onto your heart. We'll take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale, sighing it out. So just bringing awareness to our breath, using it as a tool to become more present. So our breath doesn't exist in the past or the future, just in the here and now. So also notice how you're breathing. Is it quite heavy, fast? Maybe it's slow. So the breath is a great compass to help us understand or indicate how we're feeling. Because generally, if we're breathing quite slowly, might indicate that this means we're quite relaxed. And the contrary holds as well. So all together, we'll take a deep inhale through your nose for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more of those. Inhale through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your mouth. 2, 3, 4. Inhale through your nose. 2, 3, 4. This time exhale through your nose as well. 2, 3, 4. And start to blink open your eyes. Use your hands to bring your knees together. And then bring them in towards your chest. Give yourselves a big hug and start to sway side to side. Just notice how your spine makes contact with the mat as you come through center. And then come and take a few rolls up and down this time. And when you take in 2 or 3, start to cross through your ankles and bring your hands onto the mat. We'll meet in a tabletop position. So tabletop, your knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. From here, we'll take a few rounds of cat-cows. So inhale, we're going to drop our belly, chest comes forward, looking up. Exhale, dome your shoulders, look towards your navel. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And I'd invite you to take any intuitive hip or neck movements that you might like to do in this cat-cow. You can change the positioning of your wrists. If you're someone that likes to do arm balances, then it's a great moment to warm up the wrists. Inhale, dropping that belly. Exhale, doming. Tailbone tucks. And take one last round. And we'll all meet in a neutral tabletop. In this neutral tabletop, you're going to start to tuck through your toes, press through your hands, your fingertips are spread nice and wide apart. Start to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. And you're in downward facing dog. So you're making a nice inverted V shape with your body. Pressing through mainly your index finger and your thumb. Your upper back is nice and broadened and your spine is lengthened. So bend your knees as much as you need to in order to get there. And then once you've achieved that nice lengthened spine, you can start to play around with the legs. So start pedaling, maybe Or just find stillness. Just arrive in your first downward facing dog. So your core is engaged, tailbone is slightly tucked. Your quads are nice and engaged as well. And now start to bend your knees, look forward, and we're going to start to tiptoe our feet towards the backs of our wrists. From here, start to hold onto either elbow and sway side to side. Release any tension in your upper back, lower back. Shake your head, yes, no. And then release those hands. And as you inhale, start to roll up your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Head coming up last. And then once your head reaches the top, start to roll your shoulders up, back and down. Palms facing forward. I invite you to shut down your eyes again, and now's a great time to set an intention. Think about someone or something that means something to you, and hold them in your mind throughout this practice, devoting your energy to that intention as we flow today. And bring awareness to your breath again, so practicing Ujjayi Pranayama, breathing through the back of your throat, in and out through your nose, keeping prana in your body. Open up your eyes as we inhale, Surya A, arms come up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, take a half lift. And exhale, step right foot back, left foot back, you're in high plank. Inhale here for one breath. And exhale all the way down. Untuck your toes, inhale, come to low cobra, engaging your lower back, hands off the mat. Well, not using your hands at all, really. And then exhale, push back to child's pose, Balasana. Inhale here for one breath. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, hips high, downward dog. So settling in here. Inhaling for one. Exhale. Inhaling for two. Exhale. Inhaling for three. And as you exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step right foot forward, left foot meets right. Inhale, half lift, lengthening through your spine. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands by your sides, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step left foot back, right foot back, high plank. Inhale here for one breath. And then exhale, Chaturanga, half push-up, squeezing those elbows in towards your torso. Inhale, take upward dog or cobra. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale for one. Exhale. Inhale for two. Exhale for two. So we went through two options there. Lowering down and coming into low cobra, or lowering down via chaturanga and then up dog. So those two options are available for you throughout this flow. And exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step the left foot forward, right foot meets the left. At the top, you're going to take a half lift as you inhale. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, swing your arms up overhead. Then exhale, hands by your side, Tadasana. One more of those. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, pressing through that fingertip and your thumb. Exhale. Inhale. The tailbone is lifted, slight tuck if your heels are on the mat. And then exhale, sinking those heels deeper. Last inhale. And then exhale, bend your knees. Step or jump towards the top of the mat. Inhale, take a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, hands by your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms half lift. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. As you inhale, you're going to lift your right leg up towards the sky. Then exhale, place that right leg towards the outer edge of your right hand, so on the outside. Both hands are facing forward and are on the inside of your right leg. So you're in lizard lunge here. Next inhale, you're going to lift your right arm up towards the sky. Easy twist. So you're trying to rotate your chest towards the right. And the twist coming from your thoracic spine. Looking up towards your right hand maybe. And then exhale, bring that right hand towards the mat. And then come onto your knee and start to sit back onto your left heel. Flexing through your right foot. And then bringing your hands as far forward as possible. So maybe you're on your fingertips here. Inhale, lengthening through that spine. Exhale, folding deeper over that hamstring. One more inhale. Then as you exhale, rebend through that front leg. Hands are pressing firmly into the mat. And then step that right foot back to downward facing dog. Next inhale, lift that left foot up towards the sky. And exhale, left foot to the outside of your left hand. Take an inhale here, settle in. So you're in lizard lunge on the left hand side. Now on your next inhale, you're going to lift your left hand up towards the sky. So you're creating a nice twist in your thoracic, upper back, looking up towards your left hand here. Easy twist. And then exhale, bring that hand back to where it was. Drop onto your back knee and then start to sit your sitting bones towards your your right heel. Flexing through your left foot. You're going to creep your hands as far forward as you can. Inhale, lengthening. And then exhale, folding deeper. Just breathing as we move. And as you exhale, you're going to rebend into that left leg. Press firmly into the mat with your hands. Tuck your back toes and then step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. So you're in Malasana Yogi Squat. So from here, if your heels aren't quite on the mat yet, you can use your blocks to facilitate that lift here. And then bring your hands to heart center and use your elbows to push your knees away from each other. If your heels are on the mat, but you would like some extra support, you can also use the block underneath your sitting bones. So option to stay here in Malasana Squat. And if you're with me, we can take it to a crow pose. So coming into crow, you're going to step your feet slightly back, and then bring your hands towards the mat. Your hands are about shoulder width apart. Lifting your heels up, you're going to bring your knees in contact with the back of your upper arms. Maybe they're in your armpits, or they're slightly lower towards your elbows. Either way is fine, but try and get them as high as you can. And then start to look forward, engaging through your core. Lift one foot up at a time. Maybe you can alternate. or you feel comfortable to do both. Just have a play around. And then if you've reached crow position, you can shoot your legs back or step back or take a vinyasa. So exhale chaturanga. Inhale upward dog. And exhale downward facing dog. So option here to drop onto your knees, come into a child's pose to reset. Or we'll take a few more breaths in downward facing dog. And start to sway your hips side to side if that feels nice. And then if you're taking child's pose, we'll come to downward dog again for one breath. So inhale here all together. And as you exhale, bend your knees, step or jump towards the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, arms swing up. Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, hands by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, you're going to sink your hips, bend your knees, arms come up, chair pose, Utkatasana. So first things first, look down toward your toes. Notice if you can see them. If you can't, you're going to have to sink your weight backwards and more into your heels. And then start to look up in between your hands if that's comfortable for your neck. So core is engaged, slight tuck in your tailbone. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And twist over toward your right, hooking your left elbow over your right knee. Again, make sure your knees are in one line. If you have a tendency to shoot your left knee forward, bring them back into one line, and then exhale, twist again. Looking over your right shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale through your nose. Then start to look down towards your right big toe and bring your left heel in towards your left sitting bones. And see if you can extend it out all the way back towards the back of the mat. So you're in twisted high lunge. Option to drop onto the back knee. And then you can focus more on this twist. If you dropped your knee, now start to lift it back up, engaging both legs here, pushing back with your left heel, and inhale, arms come up into high lunge for one breath here. So inhale, and then exhale, bring your hands to heart center, and bring all of your weight into your right foot. You're going to lift that left foot off the mat. You're coming into warrior three. So capital T shape with your body. You want to keep your left foot flexed. And then you can keep your hands in heart center or bring them out into an airplane. Squeezing through those shoulder blades. Keep a micro bend in your right knee if it helps with balance, and set a drishti point. So drishti point is a gaze point. When our gaze is wandering, we tend to lose our balance a lot more. So from here, we'll drop our right hand onto the mat or onto a block, and then stack your left hip over your right. Keeping that left foot flexed still. Once you've found your balance, you can start to lift your left hand up towards the sky. Maybe look towards your left middle finger. So you're in half moon pose here. If you have any variations like Shavasana, please take it. So any binds, more challenging balances, please take them. I'm only here to guide you. And next, exhale, you're going to take a really, really deep step back with that left foot. Place your right elbow onto your right knee and swing your left hand down, up and over. Side angle pose. So option to keep your right elbow here, or you can bring your right hand on the inside of your right foot. This is a tiny bit more intense. And if you have any binds as well, then also feel free to take those. more inhale. And then exhale, bring that left hand onto the mat. Come onto the ball of your back foot, and then the out step is going to plant itself on the back edge of your mat. And then step your right foot to meet your left, and you're coming into high plank. So right hand comes up towards the sky, and then using your left foot planted into the mat, your glutes and your abs all engaged. Start to lift your hips up as much as you can. So everything's really engaged. One more breath here. And then next, exhale, bring that right hand towards the mat. You're in high plank. Inhale here. And then exhale, we'll take a vinyasa. So exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So drop onto your knees here. If you want to take some time out, child's pose. Otherwise, stay in downward facing dog. If you're in child's pose, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Inhaling all together. And then exhale, bending through those knees, look forward, step or jump towards the top. Inhale, take a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, hands by your side. Shavasana. So we'll go to the other side. So inhale, come to Utkatasana chair pose. Sinking those hips. So all of the weight, you should feel them in your heels. Keep a slight tuck in your tailbone so your abs are still engaged. Inhale, reach up even further. And then exhale, sink deeper. Bring your hands to heart center. And then twist towards the left. So hooking your right elbow over your left knee. Inhale, make sure your knees are in one line. Then exhale, twist towards the left. Maybe you're looking over your left shoulder here. So you want to make sure the twist is coming from your upper back. Your chest is rotating towards the left. Then next, exhale, look towards your left big toe and bring your right heel towards your right sitting bones and start to extend that leg towards the back of the mat. So you're landing on the ball of the right foot at the back. And then drop onto your back knee if you did it on the other side. And you want to focus more on the twist, then do that. Otherwise, if you've got that fire in you, you can, of course, keep it lifted. And your heel is pushing back. The whole leg is engaged here. Next, inhale, come to high lunge, so arms come up. Hips are squared towards the front of the mat. Then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. You're going to bring all of the weight into your left foot and lift that right foot off the mat. Squaring your hips towards the mat. You're in warrior 3, capital T shape with your body. And then arms come out in airplane if you want, or keep them in a prayer. Nice. Inhaling here. And then exhale, left hand comes to the mat or onto a brick. Stack your right hip over your left. Keeping that right foot flexed, then look up toward your right hand if you've got the balance. So setting a drishti point, a gaze point to help us with our balance. Taking any binds, Shavasana, if that's in your practice. And exhale, start to look down and big step back with that right foot. Left elbow comes onto your left knee and swing your right hand down, up and over, side angle pose. So stay here, and if you can go deeper, bring your left hand on the inside of your left foot. And take any binds as well if that's something you work with. So you're creating a really nice straight line between the outstep of your right foot all the way up towards your pinky finger. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And as you exhale, place that right hand towards the mat. Come onto the outstep of your right foot. So you're rotating your foot. And then bring your left foot to meet your right. And prepare for side plank on the right hand side. Lifting that left hand up towards the sky. Maybe you're looking at your left middle finger. And from here you're really engaging through your whole core, glutes, everything is activated. Trying to encourage your hips to go up as high as possible. One more inhale all together. And as you exhale, bring that left hand towards the top of the mat. You're in high plank. And as you exhale, let's all take a vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So again, now's a great time to come onto your knees if you just need some time out or a bit of a rest from that standing sequence. And then when you're ready, everyone, let's all meet in downward facing dog. Inhaling here. And exhale. Your next inhale, you're going to lift your right leg up towards the sky. Bend through that right knee and bring your right knee towards your right wrist. And left foot comes just behind your left hand. And then we're coming into a pigeon pose. So if you feel like this is too intense or your right butt cheek isn't on the mat, I would recommend using a block and placing it underneath your right butt cheek there. Inhale here to extend through your spine, lengthen. Then exhale, let's fold over that right leg. You can bring one forearm onto the other, so you're creating a nice pillow. And we'll just stay here for 30 seconds. Now, starting to bring your hands onto the mat again. And then lift your torso up and then swing that left foot around. And then bend that left knee. Bring the outside edge of your left foot just outside of your right knee. Left hand comes behind your back and then right hand reaches up as you inhale. Then exhale, hook that your right elbow over your left knee. And twist your torso towards the left. Ardha Matsyendrasana, so you're in a seated twist position. Using the inhale to lengthen and the exhale to twist even further. Nice, release, take a counter twist towards the other side, towards your right. Then inhale, we're going to come into a boat position. So bending through your knees, arms come up and then you're on the back of your sitting bones. Spine is lengthened. And then crossing the ankles, we'll bring our hands towards the top of the mat, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale all together and then exhale. Next inhale, bring that left foot up towards the sky. Bend through your left knee and bring your left knee towards the back of your left wrist. And the foot is just behind your right wrist. Again, placing any blocks underneath your left buttocks if you need the support. Inhale, lengthening through your spine. And exhale, folding. Sleeping swan. So you can change the grip with your forearms, creating a pillow. And then if you had your right cheek on that forearm pillow you made, then put your left cheek on it this time. Again, we're here for about 30 seconds. Just starting to slow down through our practice. You can start to extend your exhalations. Using our exhalations to feel more of a deepness in these poses. Next inhale, you're going to come back up, pressing your hands into the mat. Take any blocks out of the way and then swing that right foot around and bending for your right leg. Bring the outside edge of your right foot outside of the left knee. Right hand comes behind your back and inhale, left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hook your left elbow over your right knee and twist. So inhale, lengthening, and exhale, twisting further. One more breath here. And exhale, release. Counter twist towards the other side. And we'll bring our feet towards either edge of the mat. Start to lower your back onto the mat. And we'll all take a short relaxation Shavasana together. So try and keep your neck nice and lengthened. So tuck your chin in, maybe to encourage that. Just try and find a moment of stillness in Shavasana. The whole purpose of Shavasana is a deep relaxation after a long asana practice. There's nowhere for you to be right now. There's nothing for you to think about, nothing to worry about. Just be here, relaxed on your mat. Start to bring some awareness towards your fingertips and your toes. You can start to wriggle them. Coming back to your bodily sensations. You can start to bring your hands up overhead. A nice stretch out. And the knees come in towards your chest. And roll either side of your mat, and we'll meet in a seated position. I'd invite you to keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center. We'll take a unifying Om all together to close the practice. Inhale to prepare. Show gratitude for being able to move, for being able to practice yoga, for stilling your mind. Namaste.